Hey YouTubers, HiChipIt45LC here at the bench today. We're going to be loading up some 40 with these 165 grain hollow points. I'm in the process of making 2,000 of these, so I figured I'd share a little bit here with y'all just to give you a little bit on how these are done. Shell, spent primer, already been tumbled and cleaned. First stage in the press is a decapping die, knocks out the spent primer. The lead primer feed, we put a primer into the primer pocket. So on the downstroke of the ram, it seats the primer. Second stage dispenses the powder that you got it set to. Always consult your loading manual for the specific powder weights for the bullets you're loading. Again, 165 grain hollow point. Seat it, crimp it, and you got one round. So I'm just going to run through some here. Let you kind of see how fast this really can go. Of course, me talking a little bit is going to slow me down a little bit. I can usually do about 200 in an hour on this Lee turret press. So as you can see, they do go pretty quick. I've got, including this 50 here on the bench that you see, I've got 750 more of these to make, and then I've got 1,000 165 grain full metal jackets to do up. I'm not going to bore you with the whole process. I'm just kind of giving you a little bit here to give you an idea what it's like loading for the 40. Loading any pistol caliber is pretty much the same. You have the decap and reprime on your first stage. Second stage is your powder feed. Third stage is your bullet feed. Fourth stage is your crimp die. So you can get into a little rhythm going here, and like I said, having everything set up and close to you while you're loading makes things quicker and easier. This 50 right here will finish off a box of 250 bullets. And you need to do this with limited distractions. And I say that with experience. I have in the past, and I'm sure I'll do it again at some point, be just chugging along here, loading shells, and whatever happens that distracts me, whether it be the phone, somebody coming into the shop here. See? I got distracted, and I just put a bullet together without a primer in it. See? I got distracted while I was talking to y'all. But if you're going to do any reloading, you definitely need one of these. Kinetic bullet puller. So pardon me while I step off over here for a second and get the collet that'll fit this shell. And you're going to hear a couple of loud bangs real quick. And with that, I have my unprimed shell. Put it back over here for a second. So there's the bullet, unscathed, and the powder. So, like I said, I'm sitting there talking about distractions while you're reloading and problems it can cause. I forgot the primer in this one. Sometimes you can forget the lead or the bullet, or that's very rare, but you can forget to put the powder in. So, like I said, pay attention to what you're doing. You know, especially with not putting powder in it. If you do not have enough powder in the shell, the primer generally is strong enough to push the bullet out of the casing and into your barrel. Not necessarily out the end of your barrel. So if you're shooting reloads, I always suggest that you watch each shell hit. And see where it lands. Because if you don't see that splash of dirt behind your target, like what I shoot at, or if you're shooting steel targets, you don't hear that ring on the steel, don't pull that trigger again, because chances are the bullet got lodged into the barrel, and pulling the trigger again would basically blow your gun up in your hand to some extent, from, you know, a mild explosion to serious injury. And we, you know, want to try to keep our sport safe. We don't want to have any injuries due to malfunctions. So again, try to remain concentrating on what you're doing. Don't get distracted like I'm doing again by talking to y'all. So, well, I've loaded up 25 here while I've been yakking, and since I seem to be a little more distracted than usual talking to y'all, I'm going to turn off this camera. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe to the channel if you like what you're seeing. Remember, we also have a Facebook page, so check us out on Facebook. Post lots of pictures on Facebook. Also, you'll see any new videos or any upcoming things posted on our Facebook page. So again, thanks for watching. Y'all come back and see us. We'll be here making ammo or shooting guns. Thanks for watching.